Sorry, in this morning, our lecture is about the blunt and penetrating trauma in abdominal, also in pelvic cavity. I also introduce myself again. My name is Yuda Handaya from Digestive Surgery Division, Department Surgery, Faculty of Medicine, University of Gadjah Mada. Our lecture this day on the outline is about the clinical pathway of trauma and trauma scoring, incident mortality and morbidity, also mechanism of injury, abdominal injury impact, clinical finding, sign and symptom, investigation and imaging, complication of injury, also the surgery and damage control in surgery. Clinical pathway of trauma and trauma scoring. If we have a patient about the emergency case, first, if we find the patient in out of hospital, we must know about the sign safe, how the sign safe for us, and also the second is we perform the primary survey. The primary survey that means airway, breathing, also the circulation checks. After the ABC is clear, we can perform another examination, for example, secondary assessment and also the history and maybe a surgery and others. If the patient have problem with, for example, breathing, have a pneumothorax and others, we must perform the first is thorax drain insertion. After that, the condition is getting better, the airway, breathing, and circulation clear, we can perform the reassessment using the secondary survey. We can using 6B. 6B means brains about the Glasgow scale. Second B is about the breathing, re-evaluate the after insertion drains, thoracic drains. Another B is blood. That's mean the circulation, patient have the stable hemodynamic. Another is abdominal. This mean bowel, bladder, and also bone. We evaluate the secondary assessment. Talking about the trauma scoring, this many trauma scoring use. This anatomical indicates we can use ICE, international scoring. Also, you using a trauma score, crime scale, and others. How we use trauma score, injury severity score. For example, if the patient have multiple trauma in the region head, neck, and also the chest, we use ICE score. For the ICE, for example, head injury with cerebral contusion, then the ICE score is serious. And for the chest, if the patient have a flat chest, it means severe for the flat chest. We after that square top 3, we choose square of top 3, and we know about the severity is about 15. That means critical. We must perform many, maybe a surgery and others. How about the incidence and mortality, morbidity of the abdominal injury? Abdominal and pelvic injury now is still a leading cause of mortality in all age of groups. That means in abdominal injury, we can find about the closed or open injury in the abdominal. The mechanism of injury can a blow or fall injury in the most cause of abdominal pelvic injury. In abdominal injury, the big problem in this is about the bleeding or internal or external bleeding. The internal bleeding, this is a silent bleeding. This danger for us, for the surgeon. So we must decide this needs the emergency surgical or not. The patient need immediate medical care or not. Abdominal and pelvic injury. What's organ injuries in the trauma? We know about the solid organs, hollow organs, major and minor vascular, and also pelvic. In the solid organs, this mean liver, lung, spleen, or pancreatic injury. The hollow viscous is duodenal injury, gastric injury, small bowel injury, large bowel injury, and also the rectal injury. How about the vascular? The vascular, this is main vascular, for example, aorta and others, and also the mesenteric injury, for example. This is injury, it can injure it in patient with abdominal trauma. And the pelvic injury, this pelvic from the bone, fracture, and also the injury of soft tissue, for example, a perianal injury. Pattern of abdominal organ injury. The most injuries in abdominal trauma is a liver. This is 36% of the injuries is liver, and second is lung or spleen, and other is for the abdominal injury in the posterior side is kidney, and also the small bowel in the abdominal side. The incident of trauma. Mostly in the trauma, abdominal trauma is a blunt injury, in around the 70% is a blunt injury, and then just 30% is penetrating. The cause is motor vehicle accident. This is around 60%, and mostly in the incident is in male, and also in penetrating case, mostly caused by stab injuries, and blast injury in just less than 40%, and also in Indonesia maybe less than this data, and 15% caused by gunshots injury. How about the mortality of the abdominal trauma? The mortality of abdominal trauma penetrating is higher than the blunt abdominal trauma. Penetrating mortality is around the 60%. And how about the patient? If the patient have hemodynamically unstable, the increasing mortality more than 50%, or around the 56%. For especially if the patient blood pressure is less than 60 millimeter Hg, this is the higher mortality after the abdominal trauma. Incident of pelvic injury. The incident of pelvic injury is high in the blunt trauma, and the distribution is bimodal. This means the 15 until 30 years old and over the 60 years old for pelvic injury. Pelvic injury also mostly 20% of polytrauma have incident of pelvic injury. 5 till 11 or 12% blunt trauma have a pelvic injury. And also the most of the pelvic injury, same with the abdominal injury, is a man, because the activity of the mobile of the men and then the women. And in obese patients, this is high risk for the pelvic injury. For the penetrating trauma, this is less frequent, and then the blunt abdominal trauma for the incident of pelvic injuries. How about the associated injury? For the associated injuries, for the pelvic injury, have a 90% chest injury in the patient. So this we must evaluate about the also the chest, long bone, and also the spine fracture. For the non-orthopedics, for example, is urogenital and also head and abdominal injury, is concomitant with pelvic injury about 40%. For urogenital is up to 70%. This is the classification of pelvic injury. The classification of pelvic injury, we divide in the posterior arch intact and also the posterior arch disruption. For posterior arch disruption, we divide in the B and C. For example, for incomplete, like open books fracture, this is classified as a B for the pelvic classification of the pelvic fracture of pelvic injury. External open book is B1. Mortality pelvic injury. 6 until 30% patient have risk of mortality. That is the cause of mortality depend on type of the pelvic fracture, hemodynamic status. If the patient have hemorrhage, that is the lead cause of the death overall. If the patient stable, the incidence of mortality around the 10%. For the unstable, hemodynamic is 20 until 30% mortality. And also the pelvic trauma have a compartment injuries and complication. And more than 50% patient dead because of caused by unstable open fracture on the pelvic injury. How about the mechanism of injury? The mechanism of injury mostly caused by industrial, road traffic, domestic accident, or suicidal. Penetrating and blunt for the abdominal and pelvic injury. For the penetrating caused by steps wound, ballistic wound. For the blunt, crushing, shearing, bursting, and penetrating cause the abdominal and pelvic injury. For the penetrating mechanism of abdominal injury, for the penetrating is a high velocity, low velocity, and also step. For the blunt trauma, for example, high energy transfer, car accident, for example, and also low energy transfer, fall for or fight, that is low energy transfer. How about the iatrogenics? The iatrogenics means the, for example, from the endoscopic, the patient perform the endoscopic. This is the incident. The endoscopic perforate the intestine, that is iatrogenic. And also, if doctor perform the guide liver biopsy with the CT and ultrasonography, it is the injury in the vas or the injury in the intestine. It is named iatrogenic. Peritoneal dialysis for the renal failure. It is inserting the peritoneal catheter intra-abdominally. This is risk of iatrogenic and others. Penetrating abdominal trauma, stab wounds. For example, from the knife, pens, broken bottle, and broken bone. That is can injuries the abdominal. And another organ injuries is injuries the liver, small bowel, and also a spleen. For example, for a broken bone from the costae, that is can injure the liver and also the spleen. Injuries the pelvic bone, this is can injuries the rectum. And for knives, I think can injuries most organs can injuries with knives, I think. How about the gunshot wound? The gunshot wound, the principle, that is often multiple organ injuries caused by a gunshot wound. And mostly is a bowel perforation after the gunshot injuries. This is, for example, the gunshot injury for low velocity. The patient have inlet of the ballet. The ballet enters the abdominal and trapping in the abdominal, and the injuries the small bowel, and we resect and close the injuries. This is another penetrating trauma. For example, foreign object with the abdominal skin enter the body, creating the wounds. And this is for example. Sometimes the object is remain in the tissue and also pass through the tissue and exit the body. If the object is still remain in the tissue, we can still remain the object in the abdominal or in the tissue to prevent the further injuries, for example, and also for the for the hemodynamic stable packing effect if the object is still remain in the tissue. This is the incidence of staph injury in Yogyakarta. It is increasing in 2018. How about the rupture and burst injury for the whole organ? This is the blunt abdominal trauma, sudden rise in the abdominal pressure. This is mostly caused by crushing effect, and also acceleration and deceleration force shearing injury. And we know about the blunt injury is a seatbelt injury or steering sign of injury. Abdominal injury impact. How about the impact of the abdominal injury? The abdominal injury impact is mostly cause the perforation and further cause the peritonitis and injury on the solid organ or vascular caused by cause the bleeding or bleed in the intra-abdominal. This is the danger problem in our case. How about the abdominal anatomy? We know about the organ and also location, solid, hollow, and vascular in location, intra-abdominal, retroperineal, also pelvical. We now talking about the intra-abdominal and also pelvical. Pelvic injury. Most pelvic injury is a fracture of the pelvis, and more in elderly. This is because of osteoporosis and also caused by fall injury or low energy trauma can injure the pelvic in older patient. In pelvic injury may have several internal bleeding because the vascularization of the pelvical, the sacral, and internal branch of the iliacs. This is a life-threatening, may cause shock, and also the patient can cause the spinal cord injury with the hypotension and also the paralysis of the patient. Clinical finding and sign and symptom. For the staph injury, for example, in this case, the patient have staph injuries, fighting, and the knife entering to the upper quadrant in the epigastric side, and these injuries in the pancreas and also the liver. And we suturing the liver and repair the pancreas. We perform the laparotomy. For sign and symptom, for penetrating trauma, this is it's a visible injury. We know about the bleeding, effusion for the organ, and the hemodynamic. Sometimes a patient have a shock and also the abdominal pain. This is maybe easy to know about the penetrating injury of the abdominal. This is the blunt abdominal injury. The patient have a motor vehicle accident, hitting the car, and this is the bowel ischemia. You know about the drugs on the intestine, and also mesenterium is tearing, and the vascular is injured. The patient have a laparotomy exploration and resect the necrotic segment of the intestine, and after that we perform ostomy. We not reanastomose in the same time because the anemia, so this is danger for the anastomosis leaks for the patient. How about the blunt trauma? Blunt trauma, mostly patient have abdominal pain, distension because of the air, and also the edema of the intestine, discolorization abdomen or flank because of hematome, and sometimes patient have unexplained shocks because we can find about the injuries on the abdominal, also abdominal contusion, blunt trauma. Patient also have a peritoneal send if they have a perforation of intestine and other, bend steering well, sign and belt sign. This is sign and symptom of blunt abdominal trauma. This is the pelvic injury in our case. The patient motor vehicle accident, have injuries in the pelvic and also perineal injury. We repair, we join an orthopedics and gynecologist and also abdominal surgeon, digestive surgeon, to repair the ana, to repair the vagina, and also to stabilize the pelvic in emergency department. This is also another case. The patient have injuries in the perianal, entrance, and in the anal, and after that injuries in the rectal for the patients. This is the first case. We repair. After the repair in emergency department, we can easily show about the vagina and also the rectum, and we prevent the wound healings using the stoma in the abdominal. Okay. How about the pelvic injury signs and symptoms? The symptom, pain, inability to bear weight, and also physical examination, inspection, external rotation, and one of both extremity is difficulty for the patient. For the skin, scrotal or labial hematome, swelling, flank hematomes, and for the urological is hematuria. How to investigate and about the imaging and abdominal pelvic injury? For the investigation, I think the same for the patient: blood test, X-ray, ultrasonography fast, DPL, CT scans, and also we can perform the laparoscopic diagnostic for a stable patient. About the imaging of guideline for the abdominal trauma, if the patient unstable, we just use the fast in the emergency department, and also pelvic X-ray. CT scan is not appropriate, but for the stable patient, we also can use fast in emergency. After that, we using, if the patient fast positive with stable hemodynamic, we can perform the CT scan. For the plain film X-ray for abdominal plain, and it's used to identify the fracture and also the visceral damage, for example, for free air, and also the foreign bodies or missiles in the abdomen. This is the free air You can find from the abdominal X-ray, free air. This is in the right picture. Also diaphragma, subdiaphragma, free air. This means the abdominal or injury with intestinal perforation or hollow viscous perforation. Another instrument to diagnose is a focus assessment with sonography for trauma. This is fast ultrasonography. The 4 areas we can find about the blood when we use the fast is in perihepatic hepatorenal space, Morrison spots, perisplenic, pelvis, pods of the Douglas retrovesical pods, or pericardium, subxiphoid. The sensitivity of fast is 60 until 95% for detecting 100 until 500 milliliter of fluid. Ultrasonography evaluation of the blunt abdominal trauma fast. If the patient have a positive from fast with hemodynamic unstable, we perform next is laparotomy. In fast positive patient with stable hemodynamic, we perform diagnostic with a CT scan to know about the cause of the fluid collection from the fast. For example, this is the patient for the blood or perforation from hollow viscous. Extended fast, EFAST. Extended fast, this is for diagnosis the thoracic pneumothorax, for example, or hematothorax. The sensitivity is around 60%, especially specificity up to 99% for extended fast to diagnose the hemato or pneumothorax. USK fast, for example, this is the fluid in the pelvical. This is free fluid. This means the fluid is much in the abdominal, and we must perform the laparotomy if the patient have hemodynamic unstable. But in the hemodynamic stable, maybe the blood is already hemostasis for example, liver injury, so we waiting. But if we also find about the air in the abdomen is caused by perforation, we must perform the surgical intervention. This is the extended fast. We find the fluid in the pleural near the liver. That is mean patient have also hematothorax and maybe have a compartment with the abdominal injury with Morrison pods fluid collection. We evaluate another with hematopneumothorax. Okay, diagnosis imaging use a fast. The advantages is portable, it's easy and fast, and also no radiation and contrast, and less expensive. Disadvantages of the USK fast, it's not a good for the parenchyma, solid parenchyma damage on the retroperineal organ or injury in the diaphragm. Limited also in fast in obesity, in the bowel gas, substantial, and also subcutaneous air. This is difficult to diagnose with the USK fast. And also can distinguish blood from acid test. It's just fluid. The high 31% false negative for the hemoperitoneum on the pelvis fracture. This is for the disadvantages of the US ultrasonography fast. How about the CT scan? The CT scan have a sensitivity 98% for intraperitoneal bleeding. And also CT scan using for the detect the anatomical and organ function with using the contrast. and also identifying the organ injuries on the site, and also identified about the grading of the organ injuries. CT scan more accurate for the visualization and intra-abdominal hemorrhage, and also get a non-operative management for solid organ damage, because we know about the grading of the injuries. After that, we decide, oh, this is a grade 1 or 2. We decide to conservative, but the patient in hemodynamic unstable with a grade 1 or 2, patient must perform also the surgical intervention. How about the disadvantages of the CT scan? Is the insensitive for injury on the pancreas and also diaphragma, small bowel, and also the mesentery. For the vascular, the most sensitivity is angiography to know about the injury. But in the emergency case, if patient with injury in the mesentery or vascular with hemodynamic unstable, you must perform the emergency surgery, not a waiting for the CT scan and others. This is MSCT using for grading organ injury. We know about the grading, grade 4 liver rupture, the intraparenchymal hematome, and the right is the grade 3 splenic rupture, fluid accumulation around the liver and others. This is also the grading using the CT scan, grade 1 and grade 4. If a patient having the pedicle is a grade 4 or 5. If a patient have a vascular injury. Comparison of abdominal CT scan and ultrasound for the investigation of abdominal trauma. For the CT scan, the higher specificity for the organ injury and can guide for the non-operative therapy, but fast. This is easy and also fast for the hemodynamic patient with unconsciousness patient and also unstable patient in the emergency room, untransportable patient. This is fast is a choice for the abdominal trauma. Another diagnostic is peritoneal lavage. We using the catheter, opening the umbilical and entering the catheter and evaluated the content of the abdominal. If the patient have a greater than 100,000 of red blood, and also we find about the fibers, vegetable fibers, that means patient have perforated and others. This is, for example, if patient have unconsciousness with abdominal tenderness, for example, we check with diagnose peritoneal lavage in emergency department. Diagnostic peritoneal lavage have a 98% sensitivities in detecting intra-abdominal bleeding. Also, this is contraindication in patient with a previous surgery or pregnancy. But for the peritoneal lavage, this does not detect the traumatic injuries. For the blunt trauma, diagnostic peritoneal lavage for using in hemodynamic unstable, and also have a patient have multiple injuries, equivocal, in fast examination. Diagnosis peritoneal lavage also can use in a step 1. Immediate if a patient have hemoperitoneum, and also in patient with isolated diaphragmatic injury, we can use a diagnosis peritoneal lavage to also to determine of intraperitoneal organ injury. This is the comparison DPL, FAST, and also CT in a blunt abdominal trauma. In conclusion, a CT scan using in stable blunt trauma and also in penetrating and the back on flank of trauma. How about the complication of injury? The complication of injury is hemorrhagic shocks. This the classification of hemorrhagic what already have listened before. This is class of the shock, and also the primary goal of the unstable hemodynamic is stop the bleed and the surgical or non-surgically. If the patient have trauma and hemorrhage and also patient have a shock, the dangers is a patient become the acidemia, hypothermia, and have a coagulopathy. This cause the death because of coagulopathy, metabolic acidosis, also hypothermia. The name is trace lethal of death caused by hemorrhage, hypotension, and shock. This another cause of complication after the injury, besides of the blood, is also the peritonitis because of the organ perforation. We find the contents in hollow viscous entering the abdominal cavity, cause the inflammation of the abdominal cavity. This further the patient can become the sepsis and septic shocks. Complicated abdominal infection and injury. This is a danger problem. This extends beyond the source infection caused by perforation and other cause peritoneal inflammation. The patients have a diffuse peritonitis in the or abdominal cavity cause the inflammation as others. Perforation or peritonitis can cause the septic, and if you're using the SOFA score, we evaluate about the hypotension, altered mental, tachypnea. If the score more than 2 for the quick SOFA, the mortality increasing became 10% suffer from death after the injury and perforated the organ. How about the abdominal compartment syndrome? After the patient have the inflammation and also edema and fluid collection in the abdominal, this can increasing the intra-abdominal pressure. If the abdominal compartment syndrome, if the intra-abdominal pressure more than 20 milligram Hg, and also cause the venous returns is determined by the abdominal compartment syndrome. This is mechanism of abdominal compartment syndrome. This determines the venous returns. How about the effect of abdominal compartment syndrome? And the cause the cardiovascularity is reducing the cardiac output, impairs venous return, reduce the cardiac contractility. For the respiratory, this is maybe need a high ventilator pressure, and also decrease the compliance, reduce total capacity because of increasing the abdominal pressure, and also cause the splenic problem, reduce the mesenteric, hepatic, portal, and venous flow. This is early in mucous gut ischemia. This is cause necrotic villi, and this is a potential infection in the intestine, and also septic in patient with abdominal compartment syndrome. How about the surgery and damage control surgery in abdominal injury? Indication for the trauma laparotomy is the patient have intra-abdominal bleeding caused by gunshot wound, patient with hemodynamically unstable from a step wound and blunt abdominal trauma, And also patient have hollow viscous injury. For example, I have a peritonitis, free air, and patient also have a penetrating truncal injury with potential intra-abdominal injury. We must perform the laparotomy or open the abdomen and also repair the injured organs. For the patient with a penetrating thoracoabdominal from the gunshot or stab, if the patient with hemodynamically stable, we can perform the diagnostic laparoscopy. But the hemodynamic unstable, we must perform the celiotomy or laparotomy exploration, or we perform laparoscopically, but our choice is about the celiotomy or laparotomy explorations. Because for the laparoscopic, we prepare the instrument and other take a long time or take time. How about the damage control surgery? If the patient have injuries at the emergency room, we recognize the injury patterns and we inserting the IV line using the emergency medication, and after the patient stable, patient refer to the operating theater for the surgery. If the patient need surgery, the surgery we can definitively or just control. For example, patient take abdominal packing. After the patient stable, we refer to the intensive care unit to stabilization the patient. After that, we can in a phase of 3, we definitively repair all injuries. For example, in a patient with a liver rupture, come to the emergency department, the condition is unstable. We must inserting the 2 line of IV lines and consult for the resuscitation. And after that, hemodynamic is stable, go to the operating theater. For the first, if we can definitively repair the liver, we using the abdominal packing. After the condition is stable, patient go to the ICU. After the 5 days, 3 until 5 days, we remove the liver packs for definitive repair. Damage control, the indication for damage control, hemodynamic unstable, and also if the surgery need more than 90 minutes, this can cause another condition, for example acidemia and also the hypothermia. Better we perform damage control surgery. This is the sample of, for example, of the damage control surgery, liver packing. If we can repair intraoperatively in emergency department, we just packing the liver. For the perforates of the intestine, for the damage control, we just perform the colostomy, not reanastomosis of the intestine because of the dirty intra-abdominal cavity condition. It is increasing the leaks incidence. Non-operative management norm includes is observation of supportive care, bed rest. For example, a patient with internal bleeding, with hemodynamic stable, with grade 1 to liver injuries, we can perform the non-operative management, waiting for the clotting of the injuries, self-healing of the liver. Okay. Laparoscopic. For the advantages of the laparoscopic is this is most useful for penetrating bone. We can entering the camera in the abdominal, find the injuries and repair the injuries. and laparoscopic using also in the diaphragmatic injury with patient hemodynamically and stable. We can identify it and also the refer of the injuries. What the disadvantages of the laparoscopic is poor sensitivity for the retroperitoneum, difficult because no enough space in retroperitoneal, and also the diaphragmatic injury. This is danger if we perform laparoscopic because we entering the CO2 or opening the space of the abdominal, and if the patient have pneumothorax, this is cause the increasing problem because of entering the CO2 in the abdominal. Okay, thank you. This is our lecture about the abdominal trauma and also the pelvic trauma or injury. Maybe you have any question for this lecture. Thank you.